K-culture. What is it? How is it? Why is it? Whether you're an occasional Samgyup consumer or a die-hard K-pop stan, it is out of the question that you have been exposed to Korean pop culture in one way or another. This multi-billion-dollar industry has slowly been taking over the world since the early 2010s. The Hallyu, or Korean wave, made its first major mark on the global pop culture scene back in 2012 when Psy released the legendary track that is Gangnam Style. Psy's banger held the record for the most viewed video on YouTube for 5 years straight, and the industry has only gotten bigger since then. Groups such as BTS, Blackpink, and Twice have not only been shaping the future of the music industry, but also the current landscape of pop culture. From their drippin' apparel to their flawless choreography, K-pop has slowly been influencing societies of all cultures. Look, I'm the furthest thing from a K-pop fan, but it was simply not possible to ignore the force of nature that this industry currently is. So to get a better understanding of this global phenomenon, I invited Ashley, Chelsea, and Kaydi from the Spill The Soju podcast to explain what exactly is going on here. We discuss a lot of fun topics such as what makes K-pop so unique, why there has been a negative connotation around it, and why the Philippines has grown so attached to it. I learned a lot from these girls and I really hope that you guys do as well. So let's jump right into the episode with Spill The Soju.
That was a hoot!
What is poppin' and welcome to the Rocka's Modern Life Show. My name is Rocka, future veterinarian, ex-varsity athlete, and dude who loves to talk about all things hot in PH pop culture. Despite the name, the show ain't about me, but truly about the unique things that my guests bring to the table while also providing some quality kalokohan. So buckle up and let's get rockin'. Sup fam, I just got some really exciting news that I want to share with you all before we start the show. I was just able to partner up with Shopee!
As in Chris Aquino Shopee?
As in Jose Mario Chan Shopee? You know it. So now whenever you order using my personalized link, you'll be supporting a broke sad vet student, which is me. Get all of the hottest deals for the lowest prices on Shopee by clicking on the link in my description or in my bio. And I know when you don't click it. Also, Resort World Manila, not a sponsored post. Again, I really appreciate the support. So now, let's get into the episode. Alright, what's up, Chelsea, Ashley, and KD? Why don't you introduce yourselves, your profession, and your favorite Korean band or show at the moment?
Ooh, who starts?
So who wants
Me?
to go first?
Go na.
I'll go first.
You can go.
Hi guys, we're Spill The Soju. I'm Chelsea. I'm currently working in a meme company that's well known in the Philippines. I have a weird work, but my favorite K-pop band of all time is Big Bang. And I'm currently watching Vincenzo on Netflix, which is a K-drama as well. So, the next person in this
Okay.
episode. Okay.
In this episode.
Okay. In this episode. Hey. Hey, I'm Kaydi.
Hey.
I'm Kaydi, also from Spill The Soju. Kaming tatlo. But right now, I am I'm kind of not working, but also working at the same time because I'm technically unemployed, but I'm helping with my family's business. So technically still doing something with my life.
Entrepreneur, I'd like to say.
Yeah, entrepreneuristic.
Entrepreneuristic.
Yeah. And my favorite K-pop groups, it's two K-pop groups, that's Shiny and 17. Right now I'm not really watching any K-drama. My last K-drama that I watched was Itaewon Class. Tagal na.
Last year pa.
Okay, so hi, I'm Ashley. I am currently a first year medical student, struggling medical student, but that's okay. Oh my gosh. And my favorite K-pop group, well, it really depends on the generation. But if I really had to, right, depends on the generation. But if on the top of my head, definitely would be EXO, very significant in all our lives, all three of us. And recently, Treasure. And then the K drama that I've been watching, well, I actually took a pause with K drama. I started watching anime again. I
Oh.
finished like Attack on Titan, Black Clover, and
Mm.
um Haikyuu in like a
Ah.
A
month.
month. A
Wow.
month.
And
Gosh.
but for K drama though, I did finish like a lot also, like Penthouse and
Ah.
things like that. So yes.
Yes.
All right,
That's what we-
awesome. If you for the viewers that are watching this on YouTube, you could just see me nodding, like pretending to know shit. But I'm gonna be real with y'all, like real quick. So one of the reasons why I have these three gorgeous girls on my podcast today is because I don't know shit about K-pop or K culture in general. Like to be brutally honest, I am not a K-pop or K-drama fan whatsoever. So, just a disclaimer: I apologize if I butcher any of the names or terms that y'all use because,
It's fine.
as I said, I
It's
am
alright.
out on the outside looking in.
Ulit ko! Hindi ako pumunta rito para makipag-away.
But at the same time, I want to make it clear that I'm not a K-pop hater either. So I do personally, it just doesn't resonate with me. Like it doesn't slap as hard for me. But like I can definitely appreciate what's going behind it. You know, just the production for these videos and like even the economic impact it has on South Korea and the world. So you know it's something that needed to be discussed, and that's why I think it's perfect to have these three girls on so I can learn more, so we can learn more about what is this whole big thing about K-pop. So
Yeah.
again,
We
not a
got
fan.
you.
Yeah.
Yes.
So not a fan, not a hater either, just an advocate for bimbap and other Korean food because that stuff's fire.
Hey,
Hey.
that's what's
That stuff
important.
is fire.
Yeah.
All right, so why don't we head on to the first question of the show, which is what's poppin'?
What's poppin'?
So guys, what's poppin'?
What's poppin'? It's Monday tomorrow.
Oh gosh. No.
Back to work, back to school.
Back to
but
school.
Yeah, everything's been going well. Our podcast has experienced some problems on our socials, like with Twitter.
Yeah.
Really?
it's-
Why?
Oh, anyone want to tell them about it without crying?
No, for some reason. Okay, it's I don't know. I'm not gonna say it's my fault because it's not my fault, but I feel like it's my fault. No, because Twitter for some reason suspended all my accounts. All my
Hmm.
accounts,
Hmm.
even my I don't know. That's the thing. Even my sister's accounts, like all of it,
What?
and it didn't save any. Even the podcast Twitter,
What?
because I was the one who made I was the one who
Yeah.
created it. So I think what we're thinking now is it's because of the IP address that we don't know. We don't know. We sent an appeal already and everything, but usually it takes months for Twitter to
Mhm.
respond to the appeal. So right now we're kind of yeah.
We're working on it kasi
Yes.
parang nanghinayang kami. Because like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
most of the fans are on Twitter.
Yes,
that's so
that's
true.
the most.
It has
And
our
then-
biggest following.
Yeah, it has the
Yeah.
biggest following in all our accounts. But then when
Yeah.
that happened, we were like, let's go and strengthen our Instagram.
Yeah, needed to
Yeah.
take a
Yes. And
step
Facebook.
back first.
Yeah, step back and recalibrate.
But dude,
Yeah.
that's so whack. And you know,
Mhm.
Twitter's like that talaga though. Like actually,
Yeah.
that's how
Yeah,
I got
totally.
off Twitter. So
For
like,
real?
you know, I wasn't really using Twitter very
Mhm.
often already like the past couple of years. And you know, when I finally turned 21, I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna change my birthday because like when I made this when I was
Oh.
like 13 years old, and then I was like, you know,
Uh-huh.
not yet 18. So obviously I faked my birthday, but then I was 21 this time. I'm like, oh, siguro naman I can change it. Then they deactivated my
When
account.
when you
Yeah.
change
I'm
just like-
when you
You're old, you know.
What?
You're old. You're old. You're old.
change the year.
Uh-huh.
That's
like,
on
dude.
that's on you though. That's on
I know. I mean, okay, I'll take the bullet here, but I'm just saying, like, I'm actually
that's how you
legal
get
this
it.
time. I've been a loyal Twitter user for about 9 years, and you treat me like this. Like,
Yeah,
what,
true.
What is all this ruckus about? And tuloy,
Yeah.
after that, like, I just never
Okay,
even
that's
tried
it.
of reactivating it, and I'm just off Twitter.
Twitter's
yeah.
wild, man. It's
Mhm.
fine. It's fine.
Yeah, they be wild then. Anyway, so back to the question. Other than the traumatic Twitter incident that you guys had to go through, what's been popping with you guys? What's been keeping you like Chelsea,
Actually,
Ashley?
All of us were also shop owners.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
So aside from work, being fangirls, which is definitely a whole other job on its own. And aside from being podcast hosts, we actually run shops. At the Kaydi has her own shop,
Interesting.
and then at the Chelsea and I, we share
They run
this
one
business.
shop.
Yeah.
And they're both the two shops. They're both K-pop related also.
Mhm.
So what do you guys sell?
yeah. Merch.
Merch.
Or like we
Albums.
provide the service to buy the albums
The
for them.
pasabay,
Yeah.
Ah.
That's what we call like pasabay or
orders.
goes.
Kaya
Yeah.
mo yan. You get this.
Goes mean group orders
Group
if you want.
orders. Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
that's why it's GO
Pasabay.
goes.
Thank
Yeah,
you. You just saw my
so-
face, just like
Yeah, yeah. We were like,
Yeah, you got this. We got you.
Let's say the group they what do you call this? They
Come
release
back.
an album. Yeah, they go come back. They release an album, and usually what we do, we host group orders, and then we buy directly from Korea, and then the buyers buy from us. So we're the ones that will buy from the
We're the
actual-
bridge.
Yeah.
We're the ones that buy.
Yeah, kind
from
of
the
like
actual
drop shipping,
shops.
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's been keeping us on our toes as well.
Yes.
That one
Yeah.
too.
Mm-hmm.
That's
and
really cool.
I personally like have this YouTube channel that I try to carry
Yeah.
on.
What is it,
I
like
just
med
do-
school life?
Oh,
No,
nah.
not really.
Oh.
Definitely not.
No.
No. It's more on like reactions and dance.
Fangirling and
Mm.
dance.
Yes,
Okay.
we're all dancers also.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Like
Yeah.
they mentioned, prior to the show, they are all dancers, and they're actually good friends with one of my cousins, Camille, and the
Yes.
Villonco clan. So
Hi,
the Villoncos, if you guys are listening, shout out.
Love you,
Hello,
Cami. There you go.
We've all been teammates at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so crazy how small of a world it is. But that's a great side business that you guys got going on. What's nice because you guys can make like a little something on the side, but at the same time, and over like everything else, you're building a community also of the K stance. Am I using that
Yeah.
correctly?
Yes!
All right.
You got it
Hey.
right.
I'm proud of you. I'm
No,
proud.
I've come so far from the past 7 minutes.
I know.
I'm already a stand. Just
Yeah, we're
kidding.
already so proud of you.
All right, so that's great that you guys are doing well and you guys are doing those shops. And why don't we get into the meat of the show? So, I want to know how this whole fandom, this whole borderline cultism for you guys like started. I've listened to one of your podcasts, and I'm well aware that you guys started listening to K-pop like 2010 and earlier. Ashley, who's the youngest one here, started like 2006, which is crazy.
Yes.
And like what was your first experience or exposure to K culture like?
Ashley first because she was
Okay,
the first
okay.
one.
So, like what Rocket said, I started around 2006 to 2008. Around those 3 years, I was like diving into K-pop, and my my very first experience with K-pop is I was in my parents' clinic. I was just like, a young girl,
Vivid.
not stressed with life. And I was just like, with my makdo. I was like eating my breakfast with the makdo, and then I was just like going through the channels on the TV, and then I saw Rain, I'm Coming. So for those who don't know, Rain is definitely a legendary artist in the
He's the clear guy,
K-pop
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, the My Name is Rain. Oh, dude. I know.
Yeah. Him.
I know what's up, guys.
Yeah, see, even non-K-pop fans will know Rain
Yeah.
because he also he was an actor in Hollywood films, like like Speed Racer.
Yes, he was there.
He's there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I saw his Rain, I'm Coming music video, and I was just drawn to the choreography. And then that's what started it all. Like that started the ball rolling. And then I remember my brother's best friend showing my brother, not even to me directly. I was just like there behind them. I was a curious kid. So my brother's best friend, he showed him a music video of Dongbang Shinki. BBSK also one of the legendary groups in K-pop, very well respected, incredible. So I watched the music video and I was like, oh, he looks so handsome. And
Yun
and then of course,
Is
aside
that your
from
sexual
that,
awakening?
Mga katanungan nyo, no comment na po ako dyan.
maybe, but no.
Realization.
But okay. So, well, of course, aside from like, the good looks, I was like, wow, this production. Of course, back then, you would be pleased with anything. It's so
Yeah.
easy to to be like pleased with how things were produced back then. But also the singing, especially I remember Changmin with his high notes and things like that. So it was just really interesting. And then that's what really got me to K-pop. And since I was a curious person, I just went and did the research by myself. And that's how I got to know SM Entertainment, JYP, and YG,
Mm.
which is known as the big three
Big
companies in
three.
Korea.
Mm.
Yeah.
And
So that's how it started for
these
me.
three companies are like the labels. Is that
Yes.
correct?
The
They're
labels.
Okay.
like the iconic labels, like
Yeah.
known
Like
throughout
from the very
history and the
beginning.
generations.
Yeah.
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 Okay,
Interesting.
I'm next.
Yes.
All
I'm
right, let's
next.
hear it,
I'm the
Chelsea.
second one. I
Mhm.
was introduced to it by friends. So I think I was like grade 7. It was around 2009, 2010. I My friends introduced me to a group called Big Bang. That was the time na uso yung Wonder Girls Nobody, 'di ba? Yung mga
Yeah.
super
Yes, 21
Nobody. I know that
also.
yeah, yung
song.
Nobody,
I know
yung
that
Fire.
movie.
Tell
Super
me.
Junior, sorry. I'm pretty sure
Yeah, it's the
everyone
sorry.
everyone
Yes.
And
yeah,
then Girls'
so
Generation G. G,
yeah,
G,
those
G,
are
Yes.
G,
those songs, yun yung
Okay.
popular before. Tapos parang ako sobrang hindi na like it was kind of annoying me. Kasi
No, because
paulit-ulit.
for
Kasi
real, at
paulit-ulit, 'di
first. At
ba? Parang
first.
Yeah.
paulit-ulit, but then they introduced me to a group called Big Bang. And their song was their style, their music was totally my style. And
Mhm.
kasi parang yung very idol-ish kasi yung, 'di ba,
Yes.
yung Super Junior and
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder Girls, which I love and super respect. But Big Bang was so hip hop, so like
Mm.
Their
Okay.
vibe was
R&B,
different. Yeah.
Western kind of feel than compared to the others. So I
Interesting.
was so drawn to them, and I started with that group, thought they were interesting. One thing led to another, and here
The
we are
rest is
now.
history.
And now you have a podcast about
And now we have a
K-pop.
podcast about
Yeah.
K-pop. That fangirling actually led to me influencing some of my other friends to join K-pop as well.
And I'd like to assume that's KD.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So so what happened with me was kind of the opposite thing that happened to Chelsea because me and Chelsea go way back since sixth grade,
Six.
and
Yeah.
we weren't K-pop fans then, right,
No,
Chels?
we
We
were like
weren't,
no, we were
but we were
Twilight
really
fans.
yeah. We were freaking Twilight fans.
Team Edward or Team Jacob
No,
though?
I don't
Jacob.
remember.
Edward.
I don't
Ooh.
remember anymore, but I think I was Team Edward.
Mm.
Anyways, going back. So grade 7 came around and me and Chelsea weren't classmates anymore, but we were so close, ganyan. And then yun nga, nobody fire you can hear it everywhere talaga. And at first I didn't mind it kasi parang okay, naririnig ko sa jeep, ganyan, that's fine. But then Chelsea's like, you should listen to Big Bang. I swear, Big Bang is
Spreading the
so
good news,
good.
man.
Yeah. And I'm like, sure, I'll check them out, of course. But it wasn't my vibe. Yung ano ni Chelsea. So parang ako, it's okay. I respect them. Like, but I don't think I'm gonna get into Big Bang. And then one day, it was lunchtime. This is also very vivid in my memory. Very vivid in my memory. It was lunchtime. And then my Korean classmates, kasi yung class namin yung may mga Koreans, they took over the television sa classroom, and then they started playing K-pop songs, and then like very random K-pop songs, sorry all that, and then suddenly they played Chinese Ring Ding Dong. Chinese Ring Ding Dong is super catchy kasi, as in Ring Ding Dong, Ring Ding Dong.
LSS na
It
LSS.
wouldn't get out of my head. As in parang 3 days na. Like, I couldn't even remember the title of the song, but I just remembered those 3 words. So, sinearch ko sa YouTube kasi hindi talaga matanggal sa isip ko yung song. So, I was like, Ding Dong K-pop song.
Ding dong.
Yeah. And then yun. So I saw that, I watched it, and then I thought kasi Shiny has 5 members. And then I know of Super Junior from one friend, from another friend, and then I know that they have 13 members. So I thought that the backup dancers of Shiny in that music video were also part of the members. So parang ang dami.
Ang dami.
Yeah. So parang kaya ko ba to? And then I went to Google, searched them, looked them up, and then sabi ko, bakit 5 lang yung members nila? So I went back to their very first song, replay, and then, so they are just 5 members. And then, here I am.
Wow.
Here I am.
Conclusion.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yes, it was still Chelsea that like got me into like, hey, listen to K-pop, ganyan. I'm like, sure,
Yeah.
sige na nga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually remember the first time I realized that Ate Chelsea was a K-pop fan because she asked me, yeah, it was training. And then she asked me, do you know Big Bang?
That was the first question.
Yeah, that was the first question. I was like, of course I do.
Actually, because Chelsea, Ash, we weren't close then yet. I think you were still in grade
Yeah.
school. Tapos you guys, I can see you guys already dancing to K-pop songs. Like during gift time, during the club time. So
Yeah,
parang,
yeah.
Wow.
There you go.
So you really started way, way, way back, and I guess
Ashley, yeah.
Big Bang was like a big thing also for you guys. And since you mentioned
Yes.
actually that it's like R&B and like rap, maybe I'll check those out because
Oh my gosh, if you need song recommendations, you know where to
alright,
go.
yeah, I'll definitely hit you guys up because
Yeah.
I've been like trying to. Chelsea looks like she wants to say something really bad, so I'm gonna let her have it.
I'm gonna calm down. I will not stop. But I think I think people who are really heavy on like the Western kind of music with
Right.
R&B and hip hop, I think Big Bang is actually a great group to
They are,
check out first because
Yeah.
they're not too K-pop sound.
Mhm.
Yes,
I
exactly.
would,
Yeah,
I feel
becau-
like they're a good bridge to
Mm.
check out others.
Yeah, I've actually haven't heard any of their songs, or maybe I have like in the background, and I just
Maybe
didn't
you
realize
just don't know
it was
who
them.
it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then-
I'm pretty sure you might have heard some of their very
Yeah.
popular
Yeah,
songs.
Yes.
probably.
Yeah,
but
but-
yeah, I was trying to,
Fantastic Baby.
Yeah.
maybe.
Fantastic Baby.
I gotta make sure I hit that up after
Yeah.
this episode. But
Yeah.
yeah, like I tried talaga, like, cause I have a couple of cousins that are really big stans, and like all their stories are just lahat na lang K-pop, K-culture, and I've tried
Yeah.
talaga, but then I tried with
Yeah.
BTS and
Mhm.
Blackpink, and it was okay naman. But then I'm also not a super big pop guy in general.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
So, but then I've heard also from my cousins na lahat ng genre meron naman.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes,
Yeah.
there's a song for
depends talaga.
everyone.
Exactly.
Yes.
So maybe I just haven't found the right songs. And
True. True.
Maybe
we'll guide
you well.
Kind
There are
of the
also-
songs you like, and we'll help
Yes,
you
let us
out.
know.
There are
And we will
also,
guide you
ano,
very well.
Yes.
There are also artists that aren't actually like on the
Idol
the
side
idol
of K-pop,
There's, like,
yeah.
rap,
Mm.
there's rappers like hindi sila super kilala pero
Yeah, there are also bands.
They're
Yeah.
also yes, they say
it's just like a whole like wave of culture
Basics.
talaga.
True. True. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think yung difference lang talaga is that they're singing in Korean. So that's
Mhm.
yun lang
Yeah.
yung pinagkaiba niya.
Of
Mhm.
course. Tsaka, I mean, may iba bang issues na sumasama din doon. Pero we can touch on that later on in the episode. So, since it's the start pa naman, I just like, have a couple of terms that I want to clarify with you guys that I keep hearing,
Sure.
Oh,
So,
wow. Okay.
I've said this a couple of times na
Sana alam
stan.
namin.
No,
Stan.
it's pretty basic naman. Like, I mean, yeah, I
Uh-huh.
don't know shit na nga, eh, so like, you should expect it to be pretty basic. So, stan
Origins.
is the most
Okay.
basic. What is this? What is a stan?
A
Stan.
fan.
Stan actually came from Eminem's rap song Stan, like the
right,
very
yeah.
avid fan, like that song. It actually came from that. That's the whole inspiration of that
Interesting.
whole word.
Mhm.
Like yung tao na dinidepict niya doon, it's very obsessive. Like it goes way beyond the fan, and that's how the term came to be. Na parang there are people na parang hindi na sapat na tawagin nila sarili nila fan. This is like so much more.
It's
so
so much
they
more.
started
Yeah.
to call it
Mm.
stanning. So there
Yeah.
you go, stan.
But as time went on,
Yeah.
the negative connotations sort of like dimmed down.
Dim
Yeah.
down.
Like there, yeah, it's more positive and well accepted now
Yeah. That
because there's
even
another
that-
term.
Yeah.
There's another term that
Oh,
is
yeah.
the bad one.
Oh, really?
That
What's
didn't
that?
Even,
That-
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Saseng or saseng san.
Saseng.
Soccer fans.
Yeah,
Stalker
means
fan.
stalker. Now that's the obsessive kind.
Oh,
Yeah.
stalker
Like
fan.
they
as
go
in-
Yeah.
way.
Like-
Privacy. Hey, they never heard of that.
Yeah.
That kind. Mhm.
As in like John Lennon fan levels, like like obsessed talaga.
Basta as
Basta.
in,
The
like,
stories are horrendous.
what you can imagine someone obsessed with someone.
Right. Parang
Yeah.
yung show na You in Netflix.
Ah.
Ganun kumbaga.
Mm, 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 mm. Yeah.
All right,
scary.
so that's cool that you guys define stand, and now I guess I could use it for some of my
Yeah.
misunderstandings.
Oh, yeah.
Stand ako, bro.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pare.
I'm curious. Is that a uniquely K culture
Pop.
thing, Stan?
No.
Or no? Is it
No.
like
Fandom thing.
Okay.
It's a whole
Okay.
Yes,
fandom
it's a
thing.
But I
fandom.
feel like
so misinformed lang
nagdi-
ako.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I feel like it's widely used kasi sa K-pop.
In K-pop, yeah.
Mm.
We're just very
But-
loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but other fandoms
Actually, I
use it
don't
rin
even
naman.
know when it started.
It just
Because,
came to
Just
be.
because
pop.
Stan account, kasi di ba ang tagal na naming fans. So parang before Stan accounts sa Twitter, like the K-pop fan accounts, we call them spaz accounts. Like
Yeah.
spazzing, spaz
Uh-huh.
accounts,
Uh-huh.
fan
Okay.
accounts. But then I don't even know when it started to be called Stan accounts. But yeah. Or Stan
Interesting.
Twitter.
It was just there.
I
It
really
ju- it
have
just
no-
happened.
Yeah.
Just one of
Yeah.
those things. Bigla na lang.
Went with the
Stand
Yeah.
flow.
And I'm like, kailan nga ba ito nag-start? But
All right, so I got another term for you guys.
Yeah.
And what is Hallyu? Is that correct?
Hallyu,
How you say it?
Hallyu.
Oh, yes.
Hallyu?
Hallyu.
Hallyu is basically a Korean
entire
wave.
thing.
Yeah, it's
Entire thing.
the
So
Hallyu.
what's
entire
going on
thing.
right now?
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. So
This is where we're
music-
riding right now. Like
Yeah,
this is where the
so
wave is right now.
Music, makeup,
Fashion.
cuisine, fashion, also
Yes.
drama, K-drama. So
Movie.
the whole Korea
Culture.
domination thing that's going on in the world
Yes.
right now. Na parang it's going Western, it's going Pacific, Asia, all
Lahat,
that. So that's
yeah.
that, yeah, that's the Hallyu wave.
interesting. So we're all like witnessing the Hallyu right now.
Yeah, we're all
And,
right.
Mhm. We're all riding it.
Yeah, that's why I got.
It kind of started 2009. Yung mga time na yun, nag-start na yung mga marinig natin sa streets. And
Yeah,
sa
yeah.
Itbulaga and sa ASAP yung mga songs, yung mga
Yeah.
momoland na yan.
Yeah, or
Even the general public.
even Sai, diba?
Yeah.
Sai was about
yun,
that
yun.
that time.
That's
Yes.
a big thing also. sa
Everybody
Hallyu
knows
wave.
his Sai.
Yeah.
And yeah, actually that was probably like my first exposure, I guess, to K-pop. Unless
Yeah.
actually is F4 K-pop?
No.
No.
No,
That
Taiwan.
they
they're
are
Taiwanese, but then there's
okay.
a lot of remakes.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
the Korea did it, and then they did a remake. The Chinese
Interesting.
did, and
Well, yeah,
Japanese
then siguro
also.
si
I
Sai
think.
na or sorry, one of the two.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
agree.
it's crazy how far it's come
Yeah.
since that day. But like, you know, from a couple of hit singles now to it's everywhere in my feed. You know, everybody's eating KBBQ, everybody's
Oh,
watching
yeah.
Chloe.
Oh my
and I'm
gosh.
just like it's
Yeah.
just
That's
Yeah.
Hallyu wave.
it's like-
that's exactly it.
before
That's
it was the
exactly
type na parang kung di mo trip, you could just like, you know, brush it across your shoulder and you'll probably
Uh-huh.
never see it again. Now there's like just no escaping.
everywhere.
There's no escaping it.
Parang,
And
parang peer pressure na parang you feel left out if like you don't.
If you don't check this
No.
out,
And
gonna-
even
Yeah.
if you're not a K-pop fan, yung mga samgyupsal na yan,
yeah.
that's the Hallyu freaking wave. That's also part of it kasi parang, uy, tara, samgyup
Culture,
tayo.
K-culture
Yeah.
pa rin yun.
Uy, stan ka rin, gago.
Yeah.
Kumakain ka ng samgyup. Tangina.
Wag mo akong
Samgyup ka.
K-pop
One point,
ko.
I think people are into it even though they don't know that they're into it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just crazy how like, you know, it's evolved over the years. And I guess as anything that gets really big, there comes a bad stigma or connotation with it. So I just want to ask before we touch up on what exactly those things are, did you guys have one also prior to becoming a fan, or was it like just a smooth transition into standom?
Fandom.
Uh,
I think Chelsea mentioned kanina, like before she
Parang-
became a fan, it was annoying.
Yeah, I didn't
Sa
hate it.
tenga.
Parang like in the first one,
Yeah.
oh, that's so interesting. Kasi nga, performer. So I really like, you know, na-appreciate ko
Yeah.
naman lahat. Like everything that I see in that music video, it was fun. But then when you just repeat it every single day, it's just like,
Right.
stop. Ganon. So that's the most that I've had before getting into K-pop. So yeah, that was it for me.
And then you two, siguro wala naman.
Yeah, mine was pretty
Yeah.
smooth.
Pretty smooth.
Mine-
Do you think that it's
Yeah.
because you guys were dancers that had a big influence in
Yes.
getting into it?
Yeah.
Probably. Very,
So
very
sure.
big
We're
We're
so
very
sure it's
drawn to performances.
Hmm.
performances.
Like, that's exactly.
Kasi anything that looks pleasing to the eye sa amin, especially if we see that they trained for this, they act.
Yeah.
Kasi I think what other people see na hindi namin nakikita yung like the negative side is like puro makeup lang sila, mga boys, why are they
Mm.
wearing lipstick, all that,
Eyeliner.
Yeah.
eyeliner, all that stuff. I mean, yeah, I kind of get that part, but then again, since we perform, we know the things that happen behind the scenes and
Right.
how
Mm-hmm.
much they work hard to
Yeah.
get those performances out. So I think that was already one of the things that made us comfortable enough to research about it. And
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
lo and behold, tama yung mga ano namin na grabe yung training
Yeah.
nila and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
I'm so sure. Like I took an elective on dance in college, and then I was just like, like
Sample.
at least
Sample.
joke. But yeah, like
Yeah.
I took it and I was thinking like, okay, chill class naman to. Like it's gonna be
Heck
like pretty
nah.
chill, like mental break. Pucha na pagod. Like it was right after my training pa. Like so I had baseball training in the morning, then
Love
derecho street
that.
dance.
Yeah.
Wow.
Why?
You bet your
Double
ass that
workout.
class after that I was passed out most of the time.
Heck yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
But
grabe.
yeah, but then I think that's also why it made me even though I'm not a fan, like it made me appreciate the production that went behind it. So like I watched the BTS performance in like New York Central Station, and that was incredible. Like it was like the
Yeah.
production behind that, and there was like
True.
50 people all dancing like synchronously. It's just crazy.
Isn't
And
The
Okay.
lab, the dancers from the
Yeah,
lab.
they hired
Yeah.
like a whole team in America. So
Yeah.
just-
Yeah.
it was great. It
Yeah.
was great.
They were so good. Mhm.
But yeah, like there are a lot of bad stigma and connotations
Yes.
before even like seeing it. Why do you think that is? Why do you think people have these like bad stigma around K-pop?
Well, for me, it's because they haven't checked it out, or like they're too close-minded to even like appreciate, like open their eyes and see that there's actually so much to be appreciated here, and parang inuunahan nila ng galit yung mga ginagawa ng fans
Yeah.
before like saying na hinahanapan nila lagi ng mali yung ginagawa ng mga tao.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one. Second is I really think, sinabi ko to kanina before the start of the show, inggit sila. They're jealous. Diba? So, yeah. Do you want me to expound on that? Or let's just,
Well,
Yes.
do you guys have anything else to say to add to that?
Well, simply put, I really think it's the culture and language difference and barriers.
Right.
Because I know like there are some people, of course, they're not used to seeing guys wearing makeup. That's an example. And then like what Ate Chelsea said, definitely they don't know what these people have been through to become the artists they are. So it's just that they just don't know that side of the story. So all they really see is like all this glitz and glamour, especially on the boys.
Right,
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And I think I could say like from the outside looking into this this whole hype, it's I think a lot of it has to do also with the intensity of your fandoms.
Yeah,
Like
actually,
because-
There you go,
I was
yeah.
going to
Yeah.
that's what I was going to
Yeah.
add.
because like you
Oh.
guys are just like crazy about
Yeah,
it.
we're
like,
loud. We're just loud.
and proud,
Yeah.
and posting it on your all social media and like fighting people if they don't agree that this love team is the best or
that's
something
That's
like that.
sadly,
Own
sadly
them.
that's
We
part
don't
of
own
our
them.
fandom.
Yeah.
We don't own them. We don't own them. We don't
But
own
yeah,
Yeah.
it's just really intense fandom, and if you don't even give it a chance, and you won't, if you're like out in the outside looking in, just judging without even checking it out, then it's so easy to make judges like, oh, these are like
Yeah.
crazy people,
Yeah.
na parang like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even when you're
di ko naman
within.
gets.
Even
Yeah.
when you're in it.
Yeah,
You're
even
in our
because like
position.
sadly sometimes dedication would come off as in your face, something like
Right,
that.
right.
And like not, of course, not everyone is like that,
Mhm.
like the very disrespectful kind, but sometimes
That's
it
generalized
yeah,
sometimes.
Yeah.
it's sometimes stereotypical already.
But I feel like that comes along with being a fan of something, and
Yeah.
this was a great point that was given to me by my cousin. Shout out to Reciu Clement. She said that just how boys are passionate about sports teams, like, you know, the Lakers, the Knicks, and it's like they're posting and posting. Wala namang nagre-reply. Ba't mo ba pinapost? And I'm a victim of that too. Like, nobody really gives a shit if like my team's doing well. But then I post about it because it's an irrational fandom for it. You know, you have a love for it, and you're just proud to, you know, represent it. And you know, if us boys can have our fandom for whether it's like basketball or you know, all, like esports and all of these other things, that it's only fair that everybody else gets to express
like
their
you
interest.
feel bad if someone says something bad about your favorite team.
Right,
So that's,
yeah.
diba? Parang if you just see it from another perspective, it's all just the same.
It's the
Yeah,
same.
it's the
It's the
same.
same. Like when you say this basketball team sucks, like the other guy's gonna get mad, and then I'm pretty sure with you guys also when you say like
Yes.
I don't know, BTS is better than Blackpink, there's gonna be people that are fighting you on Twitter.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
lot.
For sure.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, and like what you mentioned also, race also has a lot of things impact on it. And I think I was only able to open my eyes to like Korean films after Parasite because it was just
So
like,
good.
you know, a renounced
So
film, like just so
amazing.
amazing that I had to check it out. And you know, it just made my appreciation for K films better. So I've watched a couple here and there. Not the biggest K drama guy, gonna be completely honest, but I don't really watch like
okay.
romance
Yeah.
films
It's okay.
either. So
Yeah.
Even me, they know, Chelsea and Ashley know that I'm not really the K-drama type of person because I have very short attention span. So an hour-long episode really drains me. I can't binge watch
Yeah.
unless it's Park Seo-joon, but yeah.
But K movies are like a whole different breed.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so
Grab the
good.
production.
Really good,
Ang
yeah.
ganda, ang
And that's what's really nice also actually about the Korean government. They're so supportive of their
With their
cultural
entertainment
development
industry.
and entertainment
Yeah.
industry. And like
Not just that. Yeah. Also
Yeah, go
the
ahead.
promotion. The promotion.
Yeah.
of
Miss Tourism.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yes,
sorry.
exactly.
As kasi medyo passionate ako sa part na yan. Like, the government really puts money to promote Korea and the Hallyu wave. So, yung promotion nila, like yung Korea Tourism Organization, they invite idol groups to promote them to fans, you know, to pull fans to go to Korea, to go to it's awesome. Like I wish we also had that type of pull yung DOT
Right.
natin if they had that type of promotion then. Grabe talaga.
And
As
that
in,
much
go SB19
support.
i-promote nyo tong Boracay. Parang ganon.
Like much support for the arts.
Imagine.
Like itself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not just K-pop. Yun nga, K-dramas,
Yeah.
movies, food,
yeah, and it's
fashion.
yeah, food, fashion,
the
the
preservation
cosmetics.
of their
Skincare, yeah.
history also.
Yeah.
And the
Like the-
preservation of their history also. Like it's
Yes.
it's so awesome as mga K-drama, like when they incorporate yung mga historical places. 'Cause
Yes.
those are the actual palaces from way back.
Mhm.
And they can still film there and get tourists to
To
visit.
go,
so parang,
yeah.
paano nyo na-preserve yung lugar na yan? Ah,
Yeah, it's just so good. Parang
Talaga.
saludo talaga kami
It's
dun
so
sa
cool.
part
Yeah.
na yun.
Yeah, because it's so impressive. Because I was watching a video earlier, and like just the K Hallyu, I guess I would say,
Hallyu, yeah.
it's like a $1 trillion like industry. So that's why the government funds it, and the reason why it reached the $1 trillion industry is because the government was supporting it early on.
Yeah.
And,
Yes.
you know, if si Papa lang narinig lang to, diba? Like, konting ano naman dyan.
Yeah, that's exactly why I feel
Totoo
like
lang.
parang kasi there's only so far that they can go if they were not backed up by the government.
Right,
But like
exactly.
sa government na rin nanggaling yung push eh. Kaya
Yeah.
ang layo
Yeah.
na narating nila. So
Yeah.
that's kudos to that
Mhm.
them making that move.
Definitely. All right, so I don't want to make this a politics podcast. So
Yeah.
we'll take a quick break, and after the break, we'll be talking more about K culture and how it relates here in the Philippines. But first, Pstoy, you, yeah, you, the one there making your morning coffee or getting your daily exercise in. Don't you think that it's time for that new French press or a new set of workout clothes? Don't you feel like you deserve something fresh, something exciting? Because I sure do. So why don't you hop onto Shopee to avail of the non-stop sales that have been going on for as long as one Ponce Enrile has been alive. which is a really long time. Everything from coffee paraphernalia to home workout equipment. We've got it all for you! And the best part is, I was lucky enough to partner up with Shopee to keep you updated with all of the hottest sales. But wait. Before you skip this ad, let me be real with y'all. As you know, I'm a broke full-time vet student and I do this podcast to keep you, my friends and family, informed about the hot topics here in the PH and the industry leaders involved with them. The main reason I started this podcast was to educate and entertain people, and I hope you're learning something new in this episode. So if you enjoy this podcast, it would mean the world to me if you use my Shopee link to keep these episodes coming. All you have to do is to check the description down below or the tap link in my bio to access my personal link. If you're anyone like me, you've probably got tons of items in your cart. So go to Shopee, treat yourself with something new, and support this podcast. Like the beautiful and unwithering Chris Aquino once said, "Shop na!" I never quite understood why K-culture has infiltrated the Philippines so deeply. And with the sheer volume of these cult-like K-pop stans on my IG stories, I immediately grew a negative connotation around it. We don't speak the same language, we don't look the same, and we were never invaded by Korea. So far. But the girls from the Spill The Soju podcast explained to me that the Hallyu goes much deeper than just comprehension. What makes K-culture so special is how it connects people from all walks of life. This appreciation for exceptional work is what bridges the gap between people from opposite sides of the globe. Whether you're into music, fashion, movies, or skincare, Korea has been creating top-tier products for all fields of interest. That is why, despite not having much cultural similarities, the Philippines is ranked number 5 in total views of K-culture related content on YouTube. Still, I couldn't make sense of why it's so big here and not in more alike countries. So to get to the bottom of all this, I asked the Spill The Soju girls why K-culture has made such a significant impact in our motherland.
Well, for me personally, hindi ko naman sinasabi na like this is just the whole. But from my observations and the way that well, sige, personally nga, parang it's just we've been so used to mediocre outputs. Like I'm not saying naman na hindi ganun kagaling yung Pinoy. Though, kaya nga ako naiinis. Kasi, alam ko naman kaya ng Pinoy. Yun yung sinasabi ko. But, Korea kasi, they always just, the way they present K-pop and their dramas, it's always just 100% all the time. Yes. Alam mo yun? It's not half-baked. And you know that, and you just, by just seeing the output itself, you know the amount of hard work that everyone, not just the artists, pati yung mga producers, directors, like, you know how much effort they put into it. Tapos, dito, as I love OPM, gosh, walang mang-hate, please.
Yes,
I love OPM. And
Chelsea's a really
movies.
big fan of OPM.
But, alam mo yun, parang,
pinaka-fan.
when I saw K-pop, sabi ko, shucks, you can do that with music and performance. And here, ang ano ng music videos.
No, and okay,
Do you
before
get me?
yeah,
Do you
I
get me?
100% get you.
Yeah.
And just seeing like I've seen like just like I mentioned earlier, like the performance in New York Central Station, and like it's just 100% bigay talaga eh. Like from the dances to the production to everything, to the clothes that they're wearing, to the makeup that they're putting on. It's just todo bigay. And here in the Philippines, not to throw shade on us because I love my country, pero we have this pwede na yan mentality talaga. Wow, which is so frustrating.
I want to share something, like I want to add something to that.
Alright, let's hear it.
Na very ano. This is actually one of the things that really made me sad about the entertainment industry here. Kasi this was when me and Chelsea we were able to perform sa Eat Bulaga. When we after our team won champions Skechers, we were given the chance, the great opportunity to perform sa Eat Bulaga. And I don't know if Chelsea remembers this, but this
I remember.
it engraved sa mind ko kasi like that was a few minutes or a few hours. We were already backstage and preparing ganyan. We were already preparing our makeup, blah blah blah. And then comes in the artists of the day na guest siguro ng
Mga
TV.
guest na artista that day.
Yeah, and on the spot, like 30 minutes or 45 minutes before the show, that was just when they learned the choreo for the day that
Oh my
they were going
God.
to perform on Eat Bulaga. And I was watching and I was like,
No! God, please, no! No! No!
Seryoso ba? Ngayon nyo lang aaralin yung perform nyo sa harap ng camera na national TV. So parang ako, I didn't wanna judge. But like, dun parang ako, while we prepared this piece for like 2 months, 3 months, like, it's na frustrate talaga ako as a performer. So I guess kaya nag-resonate sa amin as performers yung K-pop kasi we see that they really work hard to prepare just one stage, like how we
Right.
do for when we prepare performances. Not to say naman na of course hindi naman ganun lahat ng mga Pinoy and
Of course.
artists, diba?
Yeah,
Of course,
yeah.
yung mga
Yes.
artista talaga natin, yung mga vocals, yung mga OPM vocals, sobrang talagang grabe yung
Yeah.
hard work nila. Pero
Yes.
there are just times
Definitely.
na parang, bakit?
Oo nga.
Yeah.
Kasi I think it's not even just behind music and performance. It's
Yeah.
everything. It's just a
Everything.
cultural thing. And it's one of our
Yeah.
toxic Filipino cultures talaga na parang
Yeah, yung
like in
okay na
companies when the
yan.
top person's like just like okay na yan, then like like what you said, it discredits all of the work that the people under you just put. And then
Yeah.
when they experience like that, then they'll just trickle it down and
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And
why
yeah.
it irks us so
yeah.
Yeah.
I
That's
got
what
you. I
wanted
got
to
you.
add. Sorry about that.
Yeah, but I guess no, that's fine, and it's totally something that we need to be aware of, and something that we should draw inspiration to try to not
Yeah.
make our future generations like that.
that's why there's a P-pop group, SB19. They made it to the Billboard social whatever.
P-pop, interesting.
P-pop.
Yes.
And they are
They are
so good.
So
Really?
amazing. Yes.
Because you know how there
are
have been
so
attempts
good.
at P-pop
Yes.
before,
Uh-huh.
but this group,
My gosh, you should check them out.
we
Rocky.
know.
Yes.
Like,
Okay, I definitely will, especially
Yeah.
They
since
even
Pinoy.
trained in Korea for
They
it.
train in
Wow.
Korea. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So-
you know that their training is
it will show. It will show.
Yeah, it
Like
will
when
show.
when you see them, parang yun nga, that's why a lot of people cringe at them at first. Kasi parang boy, ang mga
first.
Pinoy, tapos parang a lot of people think of them trying too hard. But I'm just
Yes.
like, can't you see the
Just give them a
talent?
chance. They are trying hard.
Yeah.
Like they're putting in the work. So
Yeah,
appreciate it.
Yes.
As of
The
now,
talent.
they are running like nasa billboard sila. They're with BTS, Ariana Grande, Blackpink,
Wow.
17, and then SB19. So parang what
Pinoy
the
pride
heck?
right there.
That is so awesome. Like sobrang nakaka-proud.
And
Yeah,
you know what?
kaya-
Hopefully, with this P-pop group, it can kind of bring the haters together also and appreciate and start to appreciate like the
Yeah.
talent and production that go behind these groups.
They have a big fandom already here
Yes.
in the Philippines.
Parang
Out,
ito
out
na
of the
rin
loop
yung-
lang oh.
parang ito na yung sagot ng parang ano ba yan, gusto nyo, di nyo maintindihan. Oh, ito.
Oh, ito na. Tagalog na.
Tagalog, ready na ba
Tagalog
kayo?
na.
Okay.
Ano ba yan? Hindi Pilipino? Ay, ayun na.
They're ballads though.
Nandun
Their
na.
ballads
Their ballads.
are also very
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, I will
Yan.
definitely
Vocals,
check
oh my
them out
gosh.
after. And
May stamp
yeah, and
approval.
hopefully it brings people together. Just kind of how you case stands have been brought together, and you guys like put up your own store for these communities and community
Yeah.
building. How do you think bayanihan has played an effect in terms of Korean culture? Because I heard you guys also do an episode on this, and it was fantastic that you guys did like a fundraiser for Typhoon Rolly, and even got like a substantial amount of donations,
Yeah,
and
it
it's
is.
just
Thanks
great
for
work
them.
that how these communities are being built. So how do you think K culture impacts bayanihan?
Go Ash.
Wow. Okay. I forgot everything I said in that episode, but basically, I think for Bayanihan, this is what I like about international fans liking K-pop. Like fans who are not Korean, who like K-pop, in a way, we get to learn a lot from their culture and a lot we absorb the sentiments that we learn personally from loving these groups and artists, and then we apply it to our own communities. And then like what we said earlier, we it's because of K-pop that we form these communities, and even though we may not know each other, it's like it's because of K-pop we have that certain connection already, and that's all there is that we and that's wait no and that's all there is that we need for us to reach out. Like we don't really need a very heavy personal or complicated reason to help, but it's because K-pop has shown us that it's so easy to connect and
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
reach out. Yeah.
Yeah. Like what we, in case like the people haven't heard of the episode, what we did was we did a raffle for cause wherein this was when Typhoon
Ulysses.
Ulysses hit.
Ulysses.
And we were thinking of creative ways on how to, help out. So
Yeah.
we also saw it wasn't just us actually, a lot of
A
a
lot
lot
of
of fan bases and all of that were doing raffle for a cause. And what we did was for every 20 peso
pesos
entry is one entry, you get one entry to get an album that you like
of your
for free,
choice.
of
Yeah.
your choice on us. So just go and help out. Kahit 20
Yeah.
pesos lang. And we were able to raise 16K.
16,000.
That's
Yeah.
amazing, guys.
That's a big. That was very big for us
We
because
weren't
our
expecting a lot.
yeah, because our podcast is just like 4 months old then or 3 months old pa lang. So we really weren't expecting nag-aabot kami ng ganun. Like 5K nga ata lang yung expect namin. Tapos
Mm.
we were thinking galing pa sa pamilya namin. Pero
Yeah, but
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's actually like what we said in that episode, like parang sorry.
Like
like
Parang
like during those times, all the people saying that we don't care about our country should see how
much
hard
the
and
contribution.
passionate they are
Yeah.
working during
even
that time,
now.
because that was when no, yeah, but like
No.
when like
Continue.
community pantries.
Yes.
Yes, that's what I was gonna get to.
Yeah.
I got you. Like like it's so funny on the outside, but like you see fans working together, setting aside their differences and fan wars
Mhm.
and lahat ng
Yes.
away, just to see how they can help out, how they can like
Mhm.
yung mga those who don't have money to like, since a
Yeah.
lot of them are students and we totally understand,
Mhm.
they just go and retweet what they can, and then
Yeah.
that in a way that's a big help already in getting the word out that a lot of people are trying to help, and here here's where you can help.
Yeah.
And yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
and that's like fantastic work that you guys did there, and that the fact that you guys are making tangible changes in the in society, and like that's why I can't understand why some people, some friends of mine like hate K-pop. Like how can you hate something that's like building a community, and okay, fine, other than like the intense like posting on like social media, pwede mo namang i-block diba? Pero
yeah,
if you think about it,
diba?
yeah,
Mute
like,
Yeah.
is the key.
dude, like
It's because they haven't met us.
but yeah, like what I try to break it down to them, it's like, dude, like these are just like fans. Like no matter what your fandom or obsession may be, like whether you're into sports or whether you're into dogs, there's like like parang who's your pupper, whether you're into food, there's what's your ulam pare, and then just
Yes,
a
diba?
bunch of other things. And these are just communities, and if they're not really doing any harm to anyone, why are you so quick to
Yes.
judge them? And for me, like I think with the most common issues that K-pop or even K-drama faces are, they're like rooted in race, gender, language, or even plain ignorance, which leads people to hate. And if those are your reasons, I think you gotta go check yourself
Ano ang sa inyo? Natamimi kayo, ano?
before hating on them.
Oh.
There you go. That's exactly
There you
it.
go.
We
And that is
totally
it for the
agree.
episode.
No, but honestly, we really don't mind. Like we know K-pop is not for
Yes.
everyone. We know K-drama is not for anyone. We like when people like kung ano nagsusorry ka, we're like chill. We know.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
And
we
we don't
understand.
force anyone talaga to
Uh-huh.
like parang hindi kailangan ito yung ganun mo.
No.
But we just wish then that that people will that prejudice against us would just lessen. Kasi parang wala rin naman kaming sinasaktan ka
Yeah.
namin. Like,
Yeah.
are we doing anything mean to you? If someone did, please do tell us, and then we'll tell them. But usually rin naman, everything that we share, it's just us. It's just for us din naman.
Yeah.
And
And it's out of love,
out
like
of love.
Mhm.
It's
So
also just like liking anime. If you like
mhm.
anime,
Yeah.
why can't you like K-pop? Diba? Like if
Yeah.
you like 2D characters, why can't you like real people?
3D.
Ibang usapan na yan if they don't like real people. Like, that's a
But
whole other.
anyways.
Yeah, I agree.
Pero facts naman talaga. Like, don't
Mhm.
be so hasty to judge. And I guess for the ones who are getting mad and are a little bit crazy, then maybe you fans need to
You
check
check
yourself
yourself.
also. Like,
You need to-
Calm
slow
down.
down. Like,
we can't because it's so
Relax.
big. We can't deny there are
yeah, yeah.
those people.
Yeah.
we agree.
But I mean, I think we can say that we're not ganon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're fans. We're K-pop fans.
Yeah, you just gotta be rational, be understanding of the
Yeah.
other side of the party, and
Yeah.
just do
Keep an
you.
open mind.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
if you're not bothering anyone, if nobody's
Mhm.
bothering you, then like what's the problem? So yeah, like I think that would be a great note to close the show on. I just want to wrap up the pod by saying thank you girls so much for being on the show.
No, thank you.
Thank you for having us.
It
This
was
is
my
fun.
honor. Like I got to learn so much about it. I'm gonna be asking you guys more about like these bands. I know Big Bang. Send me which songs of
The
Big
group
Bang.
chat is just
And
always
then
open, man.
The P-pop also. I'ma hit that
Yeah,
up.
Got you, got you.
But
and
yeah,
Rocket, thank
what's
you
up?
also for keeping an open mind. Like,
course.
sobrang
Yes.
parang accepting ka lang sa mga rambles namin. And sobrang
Yeah.
thank you
We wish
kasi,
every outsider was like you.
yeah. It's
Thank
really
you.
nice. It's really nice. Kasi parang we don't, I mean, I'm sure, we're sure naman na maraming gaya mo. Pero thank you kasi ikaw mismo yung
Yeah.
reach out sa amin to
Yeah,
learn
Yeah.
more about
Of course,
what
of
we
course.
like.
Because I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, like initially, there's like I was like a little bit like hating on it like at the very start, and then like it just more and more of my friends from my cousins to my guy friends started getting obsessed. So I'm just like,
Yeah.
okay, wait, I need to take a,
Maybe it
take,
ain't
take a
that
step
bad.
back. If it's
Yeah.
so bad, why the hell are so many people getting into it? So
Yeah.
I just wanted to get a better understanding, and I think you guys provided me with just that. So thank you girls so much for joining the pod. And
Thank you.
honestly had so much fun learning about K-pop and just chatting and meeting you guys for the first time. But
Yeah.
before I go, I think now would be a perfect time for you guys to plug in where people can find you or the work that you do.
Get it? Okay.
Yay!
Um,
I'll go,
we
Chelsea.
are we hope to be back on Twitter at Spill the Soju, at Spill the Soju podcast on Instagram. We're on your favorite streaming platforms wherever you're listening to this right now. Go in after listening to this episode, go check out Spill the Soju as well. And we have an official website where all the links are in spillthesoju.card.co.
Yeah.
Awesome, guys. So thank you for sharing that, and I'm pretty sure if anybody like listened until this far into the episode, like you guys must be pretty either probably my girlfriend or like really good friends of yours.
Aw.
So
Yeah.
if you're not
Yeah.
under any of those, then make sure to click their Shopee link also, because I believe that you guys have a
Yay.
referral code.
Yes.
And so do I. So let's just help each other out.
Each other out. Got
Yes.
you. We'll bookmark yours
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I think that about does it. And I want to thank you all listeners for tuning in to another episode of the Rockets Modern Life podcast. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit that share and follow with hashtag RML podcast, and hit that follow on Spotify, Facebook, Instagram, so that you never miss an episode. And as always, I'll see y'all in the next one. Deuces.